Hey, good morning, YouTube. Well, it's just about 1 week after the RTR. Pretty much got all my footage made into videos, and I wanted to do this last one to just kind of wrap up my videos on the RTR 2018. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that the RTR was going to be much different than what it was for me last year. I went with my wife and my puppy last year. We stayed for about a week. I went to quite a few of the seminars. As you guys all know that watch my channel regularly, you know that my wife really isn't into that. So I went to a lot of the seminars by myself last year, and it was okay, but I met a couple of people that were camped close to us, a couple real neat people. But we left early because I just wasn't having a blast, and I was looking for a fun time, and the wife wasn't real thrilled with it. So anyway, I went into this year's RTR with kind of the same expectations. I'd heard rumors that it was going to be much larger than it was the previous year, and that definitely worked out to be the case. I don't know what the numbers were last year, 800 to 1,000 people, something like that. I'm just guessing. But this year there was numbers, I've been hearing numbers between 3,000 and 4,000 people, which is a huge gathering. And that's one of the reasons why, I don't like crowds. One of the reasons why I was a little bit timid about going to the RTR and what to actually expect. But I got real lucky. Trevor and Alyssa, some YouTube friends of mine that I had never met in person, I met them there in person, camped next to them, and it was absolutely amazing. Even though there was about 4,000 people there, I ended up camping over just on the edge of the RTR. Just kind of ended up hanging out with about 10 to 13 people in that immediate area. It didn't matter what size the RTR was. My whole world revolved around that little section and the people that were in that area. It was absolutely fantastic. I had a blast. It more than exceeded my expectations, and I'm so happy that I went. I'm gonna give the names of the people that were in my little group, just to say thank you to every one of them. First off, Trevor and Alyssa, my YouTube friends, husband and wife. And then there was a big huge Greyhound bus, well, 70s model commercial bus, with Nathaniel and Mike, a couple brothers that were living in that. Very cool people. I met Chase and his dad Don, a couple father and son from Texas area. Toby, of course, he visited our campfire almost on a regular basis. And then another Transit Connect dweller named Donald, super nice fella. Of course, John and Alan, previous friends, also fellow YouTubers, they were across the entire area. They were way on the other side, over in the on what I call Busy Street, in the main group of everything. Every day I was wondering, well, am I going to go visit with John and Alan, or am I going to move my camp over there? And I considered it almost every day, and it was kind of tossing between stay or move, because I really wanted to visit with those guys. I was so happy with where I was camped. It was a less dense area, so I never did move the van, but I did go over and visit with them a couple of times. Super nice guys, John and Alan. And then Kevin, he came by and graced us with his presence for a few days. A nice young fella from California, I believe. Stayed a few days there. And then Andrew, and of course Dana. Andrew just kind of walked through and visited several of our campfires, and then of course Dana, she camped next to us. Super nice lady, traveling by herself and living the life, guys. But those, of all those people, it's just amazing and mind-blowing that I got along with all of them so well and made such great friendships with them. Way beyond what I ever expected to do. I'm not a huge social person, so I intentionally parked off kind of away from the main camp to try to avoid the massive crowds, and it worked out perfectly. I couldn't have asked for anything more. So thank you to all of those people for the fantastic fire chats, companionship. I think there was about 4 musicians in that group that shared some of their music at the campfire, the campfires were my highlight this year. With that group of people and the music that they played and the stories that we told, we just had a blast. The van was fantastic. I'm going to do a video here in a couple of days, maybe a week. I'm not going to promise you a time, but talking about how the van worked for me for the trip, for the event, and what I liked and disliked about the way I have the van set up. I'll be doing that video here pretty soon. But a big thank you to all those folks that were good friends and hanging out with me and put up with me for the 10 days. I stayed from the beginning to the end. I left on the last day. The night before the last day, or the cleanup day, they had a burning van ceremony where they made a big cardboard box that looked like a van, and I'll have some pictures and video of that here at the end of this video if you care to watch it. Pretty cool event. There was a humongous crowd of people, so I couldn't get very close to the actual fire, but you can easily see on the video the fire burning with the crowd of people around it. So I'm going to include that at the end. I'll show you a few pictures of the box. Everybody that wanted to was able to sign or write some sort of a memo on the box thanking Bob Wells for the event. Real quick before I cut this off and show you the burning van ceremony, let me just say I'm staying in the Phoenix area for a couple of weeks, or excuse me, for a couple of months here, waiting for it to warm up back home in Iowa before I head back that direction. And I'll be hanging out here with family, but I hope to get a couple of day trips and maybe a couple of overnighters just to explore the area and check out some free boondocking sites that I've been researching online, and make some decent videos about that for you guys to watch. And until next time, hope you're all doing well. If you like the videos, subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate all of that. I thank you for all your help and support in 2017, and let's see what happens in 2018. Take care.